so I'm just giving you a quick introduction about UCA today. If you have any question, please leave your question at the session, and I will answer your question later on. Right. Hope you can all see my screen okay. Right, I'm gonna start in the presentation. So the brief introduction about what are the creative careers are. As you can see our name, we are Creative Arts University. So basically our courses are all offered for the creative industry. So we do offering like fine art, graphic design, fashion design, and also architecture courses. And then we also taught students for business courses for creative industry. So later on this presentation, you will see more information about what exactly the course we're offering for our students. So once a student study with us, as you can see from this slide, a student becoming art director, architect, fashion designer, graphic designer. So those are all the creative careers at the moment our students develop them into after they complete our course. Just to give you a brief introduction about the business of creative economy. At the moment, it's 3.2 million jobs in creative economy in the UK, and 1 in 8 jobs are in creative economy as well. So as you can see here, the creative industry or creative economy is growing really, really fast around the UK, and also it's not just in the UK, it's globally as well. As you can see, the way we are communicating now is more like a creative, and also the laptop, the phone, and then like clothes and the fashion company. This is all creative industry apart from like a hotel or a financial district, and also the education. So though, apart from those, they are all kind of like a creative industry. So once students join us, what they're going to learn, they are not just learning about the design skills or technologies. They also learn the lifetime skill like time management, organization skills, collaboration. So UCA are very specialized in certain area like fashion, architecture, graphic design, filmmaking, and also animation, game arts, those areas, and also business. So once students join us, we are focusing on the personalized, I would say, support to our students from our academic side and also from our international support team as well. So our campus, we have all the studios facility available for students to use when they study with us. And they will be work together, like for example, film students, they may have to work with fashion design students, photographer students, and also like hair and makeup as design students. So this is encourage students to communicate with each other. And also we have students from different background as well. Like we have students from China, from South Asia, we have students from US, Canada, we have students from Europe, and also we have students from Japan and also South Korea, like East Asia part. So our students are from very diverse background. They all have their like different cultural background. So that will be beneficial for our students when they study with us. So they can building up this professional network when they study. And also our teacher, our tutor are very specialized in their certain area as well. They are not just a full-time teacher, they also working part-time themselves, working on their studio as well. So this is also very good, I would say, the connection with current industry as well. That's why you can see what students will learn here, and it's all covered when they study with us. And our university, we are #1 creative specialty university in the UK at the moment. Now we ranked top 5 of all modern UK university. And I mentioned we provide the business courses for creative industry. At the moment, we are ranked UK #7 at the moment. If you have any students who are interested at like I would say architecture courses or interior design, landscape interior design, so we have our architecture school also ranked UK #5 at the moment. Just brief introduction about where we are at the moment. As you can see the map, we are UK University, and then our campuses are surrounded around the London area. So our biggest campus is UCA Farnham campus, as you can see from the screen on your left-hand side. And then we have a campus called Epsom campus. Epsom and Farnham, they are based in Surrey, but a very easy travel to London. From Farnham to London, probably around, I would say, 55 minutes direct train to London. So the train running every 15 minutes from Farnham or from London Waterloo. Epsom campus also going to London Waterloo station as well, and about, I would say, 25 to 35 minutes by train directly. And also we have another campus we call Rochester and Canterbury, which is based in Kent. And for each campuses, we're offering different courses. Like Canterbury is mainly our architecture school based, and the Epsom campus is business and the fashion schools. Farnham will be more like a media, TV, film, and also fine art, graphic design, those kind of courses based at Farnham campus. So all those campuses are very, very close to airports and London, and we often do a lot of competition events in London. So we encourage students to attending some events like organized by museum or something. So it's very convenient for students to travel to London, and also the living cost obviously is much lower than London. And then, yeah, I would say it's very beneficial if the students study with us. So they have a low cost, and also we provide accommodation on each campus as well. Those other programs we taught on campus, as I said earlier, like animation, business, graphic design, craft, and also fashion, film, fine art. We also provide a pre-degree like international foundation, and also a pre-master courses we call graduate diploma courses. Of course, we're offering pre-sessional English course as well. So for the student who need doing the pre-sessional English course, we can offering the course with the main course together. And also we offering the joint class for our pre-degree, like integrated international foundation with a bachelor degree, or the pre-master with a master degree. So the class will be our joint class. Yeah, Farnham, this is our, you can see the photo from here. There's a little bit campus photo and also studio photos for our students working on the campus and the studio by daily basis. Farnham is really beautiful Georgian town actually, and myself live around Farnham, which is quite close to Farnham, around Alton. I love Farnham. It's just sort of like, I like this kind of like English culture around there, and also Farnham is worth known as a craft town as well, and there's a lot of fine art studios, and then there's a lot of events going on in the spring and the summertime as well. And those are the courses we're offering at the Farnham campus, and also the pre-degree. And here's more photos about our studios, campus. If you want more information about our facilities, everything, you can go onto our website to have a look. So we have a virtual kind of tour on our campus as well, on our website. Epsom campus. So this building is our business school building, main building. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a business school based in there, and also fashion courses. For the student who are interested in that area, they will be studying at Epsom campus. And here are some more photos about our campus. As you can see, there's a lot of studios and also auditorium for students to use during their study with us. Canterbury is very famous for architecture, as you can see the photo over there, and that is the cathedral based in the town center, and also there's a lot of history and the city walls. So that's why our architecture school based in there. And the students who study like architecture courses, they are quite often going to all sort of events, competition around campus and also around London area as well. So this is our campus here. And on each campus, we provide library and also the desktop, which is installed the latest software for students to use. So we also run competition and events on campus daily basis as well. So I wish you have a chance to look at our campus. You can see all the students work around, and it's very creative, and it's just sort of like so nice, feels that kind of environment. And also our campus are open up as well, so everyone's returned to campus study at the moment. We also partner with Mindstone TV Studio as well. If you have any student interested in like film or TV production courses, so we are partner with Mindstone TV Studio, which is the UK largest independent TV studios, and the student will be studying at this studio. It's a very practical course. As I mentioned earlier, we have a library, student service, any support for our international students. If students want to have a consultation with our career department, they can book a meeting or schedule appointments with them in advance. So we will provide all the information they need for the career in the future. And also we provide scholarship. Later on, I will introduce more information. And also we do have a student finance support and also library resources, everything. So our student support will be based on each campus as well. Mainly is in a library. So once your student enrolled with us, if they need any support, they can contact us, our international recruitment team. We also support our students as well. So if student needs any support, they are welcome to contact our student service, and including the academic support as well. And we do have international international student other support as well, like airport picking up. So if any of the student interested, they can register. So student will receive all the information before the enrollment or arriving before pre-departure as well. And we have, of course, international admissions team and also the visa compliance team. So if you have any question regarding to admissions, everything, you can contact admissions team directly. And also if you have any question regarding visa issues, cases, we have a visa compliance team we call visa advice. So I will share this contact information later on with you. So you will be able to contact our team when it's necessary. Yeah, I think I showed this slide earlier, so I'm just jumping off, not showing anything. So how to make application? We do accept UCAS application as well. So if you have student interested in want to apply for 5 university in the UK, obviously we recommend students using UCAS application. And if student meets the UCAS deadline or student just want to apply for UCA, I would recommend to apply through our website directly. It's very simple, easy. Just go to the course a student want to apply, for example, fashion design. So go to the course and click apply button. And then you will be able to fill up some information for students like the email address, first name, last name, and also the basic qualification information. Once you submit it, and then we will review the information, and we will send the students or send the email, which is you fill up for the uploading document. And also you will have the access for the applicant portal. That's what we called. So at the moment, you can only make application for each student. Basically means if you have 10 students want to apply for UCA, unfortunately, you have to make 10 applications. You cannot using one applicant portal for all the applications. But if you have any issues, you can also email into international admission or myself, and then we try our best to support you to find out what is going on for the applicant portal, everything. And applicant portal. So this portal basically using for review application status, and also there will be a lot of information available on the portal. The reason why we're asking for individual application submitted through different portal is because for each portal will be turns out the student's portal as well in the end. So student will be able to find out all the timetables, enrollment information, book accommodation, and also they will be able to uploading their portfolio as well if a student applied for the design courses. So for we also have an agent portal as well. So that's for you to monitoring all the application as well to see what's the status about your application as well. So if you have any technical issues, you can also contact My Record Help, either for applicant portal or agent portal. You can all contact My Record Help. They will be able
Trudy,
to, yes.
Sorry to interrupt, just to jump in there, because we have the Accelerate portal, they don't need all of the sort of applicant portal details, so, so you can kind of skip over that.
Okay, sure. I will skip this part. Yeah, if you have anything, just email me. I'll sort out. So we do have a CastShield account as well. So for the student who having unconditional offer letter, and will be transferred to a CastShield automatically after student receive the offer, and then that will be for the CAS process stage. I'm pretty sure you are using CastShield before, so you are very familiar with CastShield. But if you have any issues with that, you can email them directly and just let them to reset your account or the password, everything. For academic entry requirement, those are very standard entry requirements, but we have a very specific each entry requirement for each region, like for example, China, for like maybe EU, like Spain, Portugal, or Italy, and also for American as well. So everything is listed on our website, but I'm happy to answer any question later on you're having. Just for your information, architecture will be require slightly higher entry requirements than like what, let's say like fashion design or other courses, because architecture is quite intense and a little bit hard, difficult, and then it's a lot things involved in there. That's why we require a little bit higher entry requirements. And here is entry requirement for PG, and also we provide PhD courses. As I mentioned earlier, here is a link. You feel free to look at our website for the exact entry requirements for each countries. Portfolio, for our design courses, we all require portfolio. For international foundation, pre-master, and also business courses. So for those three, we don't need a portfolio, but if a student apply for any art design courses, student will be required for the portfolio. So for portfolio, we require normally 10 to 20 pieces of work. If more than that, I would recommend student to pick the important part. And also we would like to see the sketchbook as well. If a student can provide us 1 or 2 projects within this pieces of work, and then they can provide the project they finished, or they can provide the project they cannot finish. So that will be quite, I would say, good to show into academic as well. And for each piece of work, I would recommend students to write a little bit examination for each piece of work. That's quite important to let academics know what's this work about. And also they can show in other potential as well. For example, if a student study fashion design courses, they can also show some photographer maybe, or other skills they may have, like a textile, everything. So any potential student can show that will be great within the work, but just remember not over 20 pieces of work, because academic may lose interest to go through everything, but they will be focusing on the very first 20 pieces of work. But if you need more information, please do get in touch with us, and I will be able to share more information guidelines for portfolio later on. Now we do have all the information available on our YouTube channel and on our website as well. For the English requirement, we are quite standard. So for EUG, we are asking 6.0, 5.5 for the IELTS, but we do accept other English qualification as well, like ESOL, TOEFL, Cambridge. And we do have our English test as well. So if you have students who are interested in that, please do get in touch with us. Our English test is on campus, like on a campus test, like in-country test in China, but we can do online as well. This is what we'll be using for visa purpose later on. So if you have any student want to book our English test, please do get in touch with us, and so we will give you more information about what's the process, what's the procedure of that. This is our tuition fee. So as you can see here, we offer in 4% early bird payment discount as well. We do have other international scholarship as well. For EU fee, as you can see from 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th column saying EU fee with scholarship. If any of your students from EU or EU national, so our fee will be same as home student paying, which is 9250. But for other international students, we can offering other international scholarship as well, which is I'm showing you this slides. So we have USA Creative Development Scholarship, which is unlimited. So if a student from like India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, those regions, as you can see, from top 1 to 3, the 3rd scholarship. And then if you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th column, you can see the regions. So if a student from those regions, the scholarship will be awarded to students automatically. If a student from like China, other regions, and then student can apply for international future of creative industry scholarship. So this scholarship, student will need to make application. We will assess, or academic will assess students portfolio or academic background, and then we will be award student for £3,000 scholarship. Of course, we do other scholarship like craft scholarship if the student apply for ceramic glass or like MA courses, ceramic or MA glasses courses, we can offering around £6,000 scholarship for students. We do have a study abroad option. So for the student who join us for the second year, of course, they can choose those options. This is mainly for the student who already joined us, but the student also can get in touch with our academics team or admission team to make application for study abroad. As I mentioned earlier, we offering accommodation, and as you can see here, we have 4 campuses. So for each campus, we offering accommodation. But Rochester, we are moving everything like full-time degree courses to all the Farnham, Canterbury, and Epsom. So I would say if a student wants to study fashion courses, please do recommend students study at the Epsom campus. But all the information, please do follow information on the website. Those are the latest information. So yeah, Farnham, we have 2 type of accommodation, and the Canterbury we have 1, Epsom we have 4 type of accommodation. So our first year students who study UG courses, the accommodation will be guaranteed as long as the student make applications on time, and we will guarantee students accommodation. And here's more information about our student what to say. So I'm pretty sure Gareth will share the presentation later. You can read a little bit later. I'm not going to read everything here. And we do have a summer school as well. So if your students want to have some PACE course as you see this summer or coming summer, please do get in touch with us. We can provide you more information about how to make application, everything. So here, just for your information, we do have a short courses during summer as well. And in the end, I think I finished everything, but I just want to show you a little bit about our students' work and famous alumni as well. As you can see here, one of our students who are director of Star Wars film. I'm not quite sure about the name. I think it's a Jedi Rise or something. I think, yeah, this is the name of the Star Wars. And also we have a student work, as you can see here, like sunglasses. Student did kind of like a product design courses and also interior design. We do have like a games, like the cat ones, quite popular in Japan at the moment, and also ceramic, makeup, hair design. And here's more work from our students, also jewelries. Our leading alumni. So hey, Dougie, the creator actually studied with us long time ago, I would say, and yeah, it's quite popular actually. And also this is one of my favorite Christmas sort of like games playing all the time, Find Wally. So the creator actually graduated from us as well. And our director, our student who are director of Star Wars Rogue One as well. So our filmmaking students, they are involved with 2 Star Wars film. And Peppa Pig, everyone knows Peppa Pig. So the Mark Baker, the creator of Peppa Pig, and he studied with us a long time ago, but I believe he sold his right to certain company. He made a lot of money. And here's some more films we are involved, and fashion design, and another Star Wars, and Compare Market Meerkats, the creator, also graduated from us as well. That's it. That's everything. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you still awake, not fall asleep. Right, this is our contact information. If you want to follow up on LinkedIn, Instagram, we have a lot of student work. We quite regularly update it on there. So if you're interested in any of this, please do follow up on those social media as well. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trudy. If you can just stop your slide sharing there.
No, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, and let me just change to gallery view. Okay, brilliant. So thanks very much, Trudy. That was a wonderful session, and great to hear about the lovely 3 campuses that you have there, Farnham, Epsom and Canterbury, all really excellent, I think, locations, and some great courses there, creative courses in particular that, as you pointed out, lead to some, I think, really exciting career opportunities as well. So I'm sure that's going to be of real interest to everyone on the call. yeah, just as a reminder to everyone, you of course can submit the applications via the Accelerate platform, and we'll take care of everything really from there. So I've put the links to the 3 campus locations on the platform in the chat, so that should be readily accessible for everyone there. Okay, so I think next then, Trudy, we're going to move to Q&A. And we have had a few questions coming through, and they're still coming through all the time. So we'll crack on with those. So first question for you, Trudy. This is from Navjot, and Navjot would like to know how many years of gap are acceptable after UG and PG. So do you have a kind of maximum break of studies that you allow?
I would say if a student graduated and the gap probably 2 years should be okay. But if more than 2 years, I would say please do provide reference letter and also the CV as well. So just a list of what student been doing, and also like if you can provide a CV, just provide us more information about within these 2 years what students been doing. But if a student's like more than, I would say like 5 years, probably we need 2 reference, one is academics and one is professional. But I think within the 2 years should be okay. But more than 2 years, you will be you will need to ask student to provide a reference letter if students been working, and then just sort of like provide a professional reference letter. And if they've been studying, just academic reference letter. Academic reference letter will be great. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Then we have a question here from Samir. Are there internal postgraduate scholarships for international students? So you provided some detail on the scholarships there. So that's a yes to having postgraduate scholarships. I think we've covered that one. What is the minimum entry requirement for the foundation course?
For the foundation at the moment, I would say we are, to be honest, we are quite flexible to assess students' qualification. So as you can see, I think that slides give you a just overall idea, because for each country we have a different kind of entry requirement. So that's all listed on the website. Shall I share the link with you guys so you can have a look our entry requirements based on each country? That would be okay, Gareth, if I share the link?
Yeah, sure, that would be
okay. So what I do is I'm sharing this link with you so you can have a look the entry requirements based on the region where your students come from. So basically, if a student's 1 or 2 points lower for the direct entry to UG course, we can probably appeal with academics. If a student have applied for the design courses, I would recommend students more focusing on the portfolio. So basically, we can accept students to the course based on the portfolio, and also if they are 1 or 2 points lower than the requirement what we're asking. So that should be okay for the direct entry. And then, but we kind of like quite flexible on this. For the foundation, if the students have a quite lower score, and we can offer students foundation courses, again, we are very flexible for accepting students to the course. If you need anything, you can talk to Gareth or to talk to anyone, and then we can work out how can we accept students. We can offer a different option to the students. So do have a look this link I just shared in the chat. It's quite useful actually for each region, and then you will figure out what exactly the points we need for each region.
Thanks, Trudy. And I don't know, within that, there's part of this question is around what you would take for someone who has done the British curriculum. So I guess this is cases which I'm sure you'll be aware, Trudy, there are some parts of the world where students will do 1 A level or 2 AS levels or something like that, but it's not sufficient for direct entry typically. So I don't know if you have a sort of British curriculum entry requirement for the foundation.
Okay, I need to double check with this. I think for for this one, I need to check with the actually home recruitment team first, and I'll get back to you with these questions, because ours are more like international admissions, probably. Yeah, but I will double check for this, and I can get back to you. I write it down.
Okay, thanks. All right, and we have a question here. How many international students get jobs in the UK creative industries after graduation? So I think you've provided a figure there that there are 3.2 million jobs available in the creative industries in the UK, which is very impressive. But do you see many international students progressing into, I guess, the post-study work, the graduate route visa has only really recently come back. And of course, with the pandemic, it wasn't so easy last year to be staying in the UK and working. So I wonder if really the first test of that will be this summer as to how many of your students are able to pick up jobs. But yeah, any insight you can share?
Yeah, sure. For the our students, as I mentioned earlier, probably I didn't give you that much details. For our course, we have our practical courses, like for example, all the art design and also including business courses, they all project based. So there is no kind of like dissertation, whatever. It's just sort of like research papers we need from the students. So there is no exam as well. So our course is always doing projects and students join us. And also during the project is more like a live project with industry as well. So that sort of gives student opportunity to enter to the industry straight away once they are studying with us. As I mentioned before, and we are not very huge university, we're focusing on the like individual students. We want to give student personalized education when they study with us. So for each student, they have a more creative idea. So the teacher is very specialized in their career, in their area as well. So that's give a student kind of like professional connection. So the student have a more, I would say, more opportunity to get into the industry earlier than other students while they study like in other universities. But we try our best to supporting our students. We do have a professional practice year as well, if student interested in that. And then we can provide the work opportunity when they study with us. And also we are doing a lot of like project, and I can give you an example actually. So the next cafe and our graphic design student who study second year, they did all the packaging design, everything. So this year, if you go to supermarket, you can see the next cafe, especially the Americano one. That's what I drink every day. And then it's kind of designed by the one of the charity this year, but in previous year and then the following year will be designed by our students again. So you can see the UCA branding actually on there and our student designers. So this is the sort of like very simple, like not very big project we're doing, but that's just kind of like the creativity is surrounded in our lives. And then even though on the product design, like sort of like a packaging, everything. So our student involved in this like daily basis work projects, and then that gives a student a very good opportunity to have a more advantage than other students enter to the industry. And our student employment rate around 96.6%. Our students who graduate with us within 6 months, either they progress to further education like a master, PhD, or they find a job in the industry within the 6 months. So our graduate rate and our employment rate is quite high in the industry. It's all because we provide those opportunities to the student, also our personalized support to our student when they study with us.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Trudy, and I think it's true to say that there are some great job opportunities for students in the creative industries. So certainly something I've always found in my experience, that students will often study business and marketing and these kind of related subjects, thinking that they will be the quickest route to a good career, but often the kind of creative subjects can also lead to some fantastic opportunities, and you stand out a little bit more because there are less students studying those subjects, I think, as well. So yeah, great. Thank you. And any top-up courses available for Chinese Zhuang students? I assume that's your sort of HND equivalent.
Yeah, we do have top-up courses like in business, fashion, graphic design. So if any of the students want to do holding HND or even like Dajun, they can do top up, and probably we can, if a student have a Dajun, probably we can provide student for graduate diploma courses, so they can do 2 years master courses with the pre-master and the master courses. So that's really depending on which course student wants to enter. We can have a more discussion about the top up courses, but we do have top up courses for students to apply. Yeah.
Great, thanks, Trudy. Next question then from Navjot is, could you tell us, is there any interview before the CAS letter? Do you, in some cases, have pre-CAS interviews?
We do have a pre-CAS interview for the student who from, I would say, South Asia regions. I would say, like if a student have a Bangladesh, Indian, we will invite students for the pre-CAS interview, just checking if student got everything ready. And it's quite most likely student will be asking for to attend the UK visa interview when they apply for visa as well. So we just want to make sure students understand where they're gonna study and everything else. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Samir then has asked, do you accept ATAR? What is the entrance requirement? I'm not familiar with ATAR.
ATAR, what's the words? May I know what's the regions so I can?
Yeah, Samir, maybe you can just clarify what region that relates to, or what the acronym kind of stands for there, because that's not one I'm familiar with either. Okay, what else do we have here? If students don't meet the English requirement, so this is a case where if an application submitted, they have an IELTS requirement that doesn't meet your needs, would they be rejected or given a conditional offer? Presumably you have then as well the pre-sessional courses that they could take, so they shouldn't be rejected if their English is too low, is my understanding. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. So if a student, the thing is that we will issue conditional offer letter when the application submitted. So basically with the academic requirement and the English requirement. So student will be receive conditional offer letter from us. After that, each student can submit English qualification. If in the end, the English didn't meet the requirement, we will offer students a pre-sessional English course, or we can ask student to resubmit another English qualification. So that we wouldn't reject students straight away. So we're always asking more documents during the application process.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Then let's see what else we have here. Do you accept Duolingo and OITC? I think that must be the Oxford International Test.
Yeah, we are not accepting Duolingo at the moment, but we are accept OITC at the moment. Okay. So Duolingo, we only accepted when the first year lockdown, I think. After that, we are not accepting anymore, but we still accept OITC at the moment.
Okay, thanks. There's a question here around statement of purpose that is required as a document in advance of a conditional offer, so that should be submitted along with the transcript and other details. So that was from Annie Gu. Samir has asked if we can recruit students from the EU, which we can. They're overseas fee payers now anyway, so just the same as any other international market.
Exactly.
Any scholarships for Bangladeshi students particularly? I mean, they're open to...
Yes, we do. Like I showed earlier, the international scholarship slides. So Bangladesh student will have automatically like a regional scholarship, which is £3,000. So as soon as students submit their applications, and then they will be informed with the scholarship confirmation email later on. Yeah, we do offering scholarship.
That's great, thank you. Okay, and your, sorry if you included this in the presentation, but your CAS deposit is?
For the CAS deposit is really depending, and then for if it, like say EU students, they are asking for £1,000 deposit at the moment. And for like if a student from China, other regions, there will be 2,500 pound deposit. And if a student from, I would say South Asia region, will be 4,500 pound deposit. But the offer letter we issued will be state very clear what's the amount of deposit we require for the class. But the highest one at the moment is 4,500 pounds.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, so there's a couple of questions here as well, Trudy, around IELTS waiver or medium of instruction letters. Do you accept those?
Yes, we do accept those. I will share the MOI requirements later on with Gareth. Probably you can share with team later on. We just finalized the requirements for MOI at the moment. But if a student from EU and if they holding international baccalaureate IB, and then we can waive their English, if their English grade within their IB it's like 5 or 4 above, so we can waive their English as well. So that's only for the direct entry UG and the PG, but our foundation is combined with UG, and also our pre-master is combined with the PG as well. So they don't have to provide UKVI IELTS, like I would say SELT. So it's really depending on what qualification student holding, and we can assess their qualification. And if they have English scores, we are accept, and we can waive their English.
Yeah, okay, great, thank you. A question here from Mohammed. He has said, Trudy, thank you for the session. What is the turnaround time for the offer letter?
For the offer letter, I would say conditional offer letter pretty quick, probably 2 to 3 working days. And for the unconditional offer letter, I would say it's really depending how quick student can provide all the documents. And if a student can provide everything in time, and then that turnaround time, I would say within 5 working days. For the CAS, we are not starting process CAS yet at the moment, because it's, it's just sort of like we're just starting go through everything for the unconditional everything, and then probably I would say 5 working days for the CAS turnaround time. So we're using the CAS Shield platform I mentioned in the presentation. I believe you are using CAS Shield, and very easy to tracking down what's the process of CAS really, and it's quite easy. But if anything delayed, do let us know, and we can chase with admission as well.
Okay. Thanks, Trudy. And as the last question there as well from Mohammed was just asking any pre-CAS interview for Pakistani students. I think you've covered that.
Yes,
you do have a pre-CAS interview for Pakistani students. Yeah. Okay, I thought we were finished, but one more has just crept in. How many percentage requirement for UG and PG? I think you're going to share with me some.
Yes, I will share with you. For PG, if students have a qualification equal to a bachelor degree in the UK, and basically we can accept students. So we do accept 3rd class students if a student graduate in the UK, and we can accept students for the direct entry for PG courses if they holding 3rd class. But if they, as long as the student have a bachelor degree certificate, we can accept students for the PG courses. But just remember, if they apply for art design courses, they will need to provide a portfolio. And then they project within the portfolio, can be 1 or 2, but we just need 1 portfolio, not 2 or 3. So for 1 portfolio, you can include in 1 to 2 project, or just 1 project. It's really up to the students. If they are confident, okay, I can show 1 project and I'm confident I can get into the course. But we can review the portfolio. If it's not good enough, student can resubmit it as for the 2nd time as well. So we are not just reject students straight away. We can offer students like lower level courses, or ask students to submit another portfolio if needed.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Thanks for clarifying that, Trudy. Well, that takes us to the end of our time. We're just a minute over time now. So thank you, Trudy, for a really informative session. I think University for the Creative Arts is a great option now available for our partners to apply to. And yeah, do please remember to check out University for the Creative Arts profile on the Accelerate platform, where you can find a whole load of detail. And Trudy's going to, I think, send me a couple of bits through following that session. So we'll try and get that loaded up and accessible for everyone on there. And lastly, again, big thanks to Trudy, and thanks to everyone for attending. And I hope it's been a very useful session. Okay, thank you,
Thank you so
Trudy.
much, guys. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you for organizing this. Thank you, guys, for joining. Thank you.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Bye.